Your physique probably isn't stalled because your arms are small or your chest won't grow. The real reason most people never consider is their neck. You train chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs week after week, but the neck is almost always missing from the plan. And that one omission can completely change how your entire body looks. The neck is one of the most visually powerful muscles on the body. You've seen the difference before without even realizing it. Same person, same body fat, same face. One version with a thin neck, the other with a thicker one. Nothing else changes, yet one looks average and the other looks dominant, confident, and physically impressive. Most people underestimate how much the neck influences presence. A stronger neck makes your shoulders look broader, your chest look fuller, and your head sit more naturally on your frame. Without it, even a muscular body can look incomplete, like something is missing. Despite that, the neck is ignored by the vast majority of lifters. It gets pushed into the same category as calves or forearms muscles people say they'll train eventually. And for most, that day never comes. The result is a body that looks trained everywhere except where it matters most. One reason this happens is because the neck doesn't get much meaningful work in everyday life. Sitting, looking at screens, and poor posture don't challenge it in a way that builds strength or size. If you don't train it directly, it stays weak and underdeveloped. A weak neck doesn't just affect appearance. It often shows up as rounded posture, forward head positioning, and a general lack of physical presence. Over time, it can also contribute to stiffness, discomfort, and recurring neck tension that many people just accept as normal. Strengthening the neck changes that. A stronger neck supports better posture, helps stabilize the head, and can reduce everyday aches caused by weakness and poor alignment. It becomes the foundation that holds everything above your shoulders in place. For athletes, neck strength matters even more. In sports like boxing, martial arts, football, or wrestling, a strong neck helps control head movement and absorb force. It acts like natural protection, keeping the head steadier when impact happens. What's surprising is how quickly the neck can grow once you start training it properly. Because most people never isolate it, it responds fast to direct work. This is one of the rare muscle groups where visible changes can happen in a relatively short time if you stay consistent. The good news is that you don't need complicated machines or risky exercises to build your neck. You also don't need to rely on outdated movements that place unnecessary stress on the spine. Smart, controlled training is more than enough. Before talking about exercises, it helps to understand what the neck actually does. The neck isn't just one muscle doing one job. It moves your head forward, backward, side to side, and helps rotate it. If you want balanced development, all of those actions matter. The first major movement is forward flexion. This is when you bring your chin toward your chest. The muscles responsible for this include the sternocleidomastoids, which run from behind your ears down to your collarbone. Training them adds noticeable thickness to the front and sides of the neck. The second movement is backward flexion or extension. This is when you bring your head back toward neutral from a lowered position. The muscles involved here support posture and help keep your head stable during heavy lifting and daily movement. The final group of movements includes lateral flexion and rotation. These are the side-to-side tilts and controlled turns of the head. They may seem small, but they play a huge role in keeping the neck balanced, functional, and resilient. Before training any of these movements, warming up is non-negotiable. The neck contains many small sensitive muscles. Jumping straight into resistance without preparation can lead to strain, stiffness, or dizziness. A short warm-up makes a big difference. Spend 1 to 2 minutes doing gentle nods, slow rotations, and light side bends. Nothing aggressive. Just enough to get blood flowing and wake the muscles up. This step alone makes neck training feel smoother and far safer. The first primary exercise is the neck curl. Lie back on a bench with your shoulders supported and your head free. Slowly tuck your chin toward your chest, then return to the starting position under control. Start with no weight and focus on clean movement. Once the motion feels stable and controlled, resistance can be added gradually. Padding should always be used for comfort. Perform higher rep sets, focusing on tension and control rather than rushing the movement. Next is neck extension to train the back of the neck. Lie face down with your head hanging slightly off a bench. Lower your head gently, then bring it back to neutral. Avoid forcing your head upward beyond that point. As with curls, begin without weight. When ready, light resistance can be introduced. The goal is to strengthen the muscles that support posture and stabilize the head, not to force extreme ranges of motion. The final area to train is lateral flexion and rotation. Start with simple head turns and side bends using only body weight. This builds coordination and prepares the neck for more direct loading later. For lateral flexion, lie on your side with your head just past the edge of a bench or surface. Slowly lower your ear toward your shoulder, then return to neutral. Keep the movement slow and controlled, avoiding any twisting. For most people, training the neck 1 to 2 times per week is enough to see progress. Those who recover well can increase frequency gradually, but listening to your body is key. Progress should feel challenging, not painful. Like any muscle group, the neck grows through progressive overload. That can mean more reps, slightly more resistance, or better control over time. Small improvements add up quickly when applied consistently. If you want a physique that looks complete, powerful, and athletic, neck training shouldn't be optional. Start simple, stay consistent, and train smart. If this breakdown helped you understand neck training better, subscribe for more clear, no-nonsense fitness guidance and keep building a body that looks strong from every angle.